Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So today I'm gonna give you a little tip on how remember usually when you bought your car at the dealer, they give you two key and two master one, and so you only use one and the other one you left in your closet for just in case of emergency. And when that time come and you go out and you press the unlock or the lock button on your key part and it does not work. And let me show. And some people just they don't know what to do, so they just bring it to the dealer, and usually the dealer won't fix it. They just tell you that it doesn't work, so they're just gonna trying to get you to buy two new one, and you pay for reprogramming plus the key itself. So that's what happened to my friend, and he paid $200 just to get two new key and the reprogramming fee. So let me show you how to fix that problem. Now the problem is sometimes what you can try is open it up and check the battery voltage and see if it's still good, or you put in a new battery. And then after you put in a new battery, what do you want to do? You hold the lock button, and then you press the unlock button 2 times and release the lock button, and try to open and try the button basically to see if it works. If it's worked, then that's good for you. That's the first method. The second method is what you want to do is let me open this up. So the second method is let me put this back. Okay. So the second method is you open this up, right? You open this up to get the battery out. So right here. So you open this up to get the battery out. All right. Then right here, right? And usually if you left your battery in here, and this thing if for too long is corroded, what you want to do is clean this off and then insert the battery in and try it again. But most of the time the reason why it does not work because you left the battery in here. So what happened to this or Toyota, how they reprogram this, is when you left your battery in here for too long, is go into a sleep mode. Okay, when it's going to sleep mode, it won't wake up when you pressing just the button, so it's still in sleep mode. So what I told you in the first method is to hold the lock button and then press the unlock button 2 times. That's to get out of the sleep mode, but sometimes it does not work. So the second method is for sure it's gonna work, is you just remove the battery itself and just leave it outside for maybe 10 or 20 minutes. Just leave it like that. So the EEPROM, the memory in here will clear it out by itself because it's got no power. It will clear out by itself. So it will, and then when you put the battery back, it will start up again. So basically that's the second way that you kick out from the sleep mode. That's this remote have. So if you try the first method, you put in the battery, make sure you clean all this, and then you put in the battery, and if it still does and you put it in and then you press the button, it still does not work, make sure you try to hold the lock and then press the unlock 2 times and then try it again and see it work. If it doesn't work, then the second method is just remove the battery itself, leave it out without the battery for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then put the battery back in, and it should work. That's how you reset it. So most people don't know this, and they just go to the dealer, and the dealer gonna charge you money for it because that's what they do. And you basically gonna pay for something that is not even needed. And most people are gonna say that if you remove the battery for too long, the memory that holding the signal, the code inside this board will clear out. No, it's not, because this is one of those things that those memory that it will not clear it out. So after they reprogram, it's gonna stuck in that memory for forever. So it's not gonna clear it out. So if you're thinking about, or if you worry about, oh yeah, because you take out the battery and it's no longer providing power to the memory chip in there, or the RAM chip, and it will clear it out. No, it's not. It's not gonna do that. So don't worry about it. So my best suggestion is, if you have a spare key and you're not going to use it for a while, or just remove the battery and just leave it blank like this, no battery. And then when you need to use it, just go ahead and insert the battery and use it. But don't leave the battery in here. There's a lot of problem when you leave the battery here. First, I told you the problem is gonna go into sleep mode, and then it's pretty hard to get out. Secondly, depending on the battery, some battery are bad, it's gonna leak out the acid inside the battery, and then that's gonna create more problem to the circuit board. So what you want to do is you just leave it out, and then when you need it, just insert it and use it. That's your best method, and that's the safest method. So in case if so you leave it out, what you need is you put it in, you insert it in, and if it's all the way in, right, and then just put it back like that, and now just put it back, everything back like the way it is, and you are good. And you are good to use it. There you go. And it should be good. That's all it is. Now, the worst case scenario, try all the method I show you. It should work. The removing the battery, leaving out for 10 or 15 minutes and put the battery back in, it should work. But in the really rare case that the board is bad because if the battery is leaking out acid, then you can get this from Amazon, the whole thing for about 20 bucks. They come with the key and they come with the program inside, so they come with everything for 20 bucks. And then you can get the locksmith to cut the key, and then you can program it yourself. With my other video that I show you, you can use the Toyota Stream Tech software. It's gonna cost about like 20 bucks, another 20 bucks, and you can program this inside back to your car again. So that's the rare extra option that you can do. So if you need to program a new key, just go ahead and check out my other video. I will show you how to do it. It's pretty simple, it's pretty easy. So but that's just a rare case. Most of the time, taking out the battery and put it back in, or clean out the board inside, and you should be fine. So that's it for this video. I hope you find it useful, and I will see you guys on the next video. All right, bye.